What's up guys? I'm Gatsby, and in this video I will show you how to shoot projectiles in Unity, like this. So all I have in my project is my player, some enemies, and an image that I will be using for my projectile. My player also has a player script that allows basic movement. If you need help getting basic movement set up, I actually have a video for that on my channel. But anyway, our objective is to be able to shoot projectiles. And all a projectile is an object that will be fired at a velocity as many times as we wish. And whenever we use an object multiple times in a fashion like this, we want a prefab. So, to make a prefab, simply click on your projectile image, and then drag it into the hierarchy. Then, drag the object from the hierarchy back into your assets folder, and that will create a prefab. Next, we want a position from which we can shoot our projectiles. So you can do that by right-clicking on your player and creating an empty object. I'm going to call it spawn position. Then, let's go into the scene view, select your spawn position, and let's move it in front of the player so that our projectile spawn in front of a weapon or wherever you want your projectile to spawn from. Now let's go to the player script. So starting off, we're going to want to have a transform and a game object variable. Transform just stores where we want to spawn our projectiles, and the prefab is naturally for our projectile prefab. Then in the update function, we want to check for left click input from our mouse, which can be done with input.getMouseButtonDown 0. If our player uses left click, we will instantiate that projectile prefab at the position that we just created with the default rotation. Now, back in our scene view here, let's go to our player, and then let's drag our spawn position into our fire transform variable. Then let's drag our projectile prefab to our prefab slot. Now let's test it out. Okay, so we can currently shoot our projectile, but it doesn't propagate through space. So let's fix that. So now let's create a script that can apply velocity to our projectiles. I'll call it projectile. Starting off, let's create a float for launch speed, and also a private rigid body 2D variable. In our start component, let's get that rigid body component off of our game object. You can do that with the following function. Then, every frame, all we want to do is set our rigid body's velocity to be in the right direction multiplied by our launch speed. And this will cause it to move. Now, going back into our scene view, let's drag our projectile script onto our prefab, and then make sure to change the launch speed to some low value. I'll go with 7. Then make sure to add that rigid body 2D component to your prefab. Let's try it out. Okay, good. Now it moves. Now we have a few more things. So currently our arrow doesn't collide with anything. Currently when we shoot an arrow, if it doesn't hit anything, it just exists forever. And also we can't shoot to the left. So let's fix that. Let's go back to our projectile script. In the start function, I'm going to destroy the game object after 4 seconds no matter what. The reason why is now we won't have arrows floating through space forever. So now let's handle collisions. We can do that with onTrigger enter 2D. This will trigger once we collide with something. And when we do this, we will simply destroy the game object we collided with along with our projectile. And of course, at first this will destroy anything, and we don't necessarily want that. I'm going to make it to where this will only destroy objects which have the tag enemy on them. And I'll show you how to add a tag now. To do that, simply click on a game object, go to tag, click add tag, then create the tag name. For me, I'm just going to make it called enemy. On whatever objects you want to be applied with that tag, simply click on them and apply the tag. Then let's make sure we go back to our prefab and add a box collider 2D component. Edit your box collider 2D component to where the collider box itself is appropriately sized. And also make sure you enable is trigger on your box collider 2D, which is very important. Okay, now we can destroy enemies. And our arrows destroy themselves after 4 seconds, which is good. Now we need to be able to move to the left. We can actually do that by rotating the player about the y-axis. It's a little trick. So, back on our player script, we're going to create a bool called hasFlipped. Initially in the start function, we will set it to false. And then, with my implementation, I will say if we're moving to the left and we have not flipped, we will toggle the hasFlipped variable and rotate our player like so. And we can rotate our player in the opposite direction with transform.rotate, moving ourselves 180 degrees on the y-axis. And then we want to be able to turn back if we're moving to the right, which is positive in the x direction, and we have flipped already, we will toggle it again and flip back. And let's try it out. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, it looks like we can shoot in both directions. Awesome. Anyway, if this video helped you, consider liking, subscribing, and other than that, have a great day. Peace.